Hi everyone. Can you hear me? Type something in the chat box if you guys are here. This is Master Shaman Palai Chi. I'm just gonna type something here. Juju Chi, our Freeing Friday live. You're here live with Master Shaman Palai Chi and with Folly Through Healing. And we're gonna talk about a couple of things today, especially on becoming a spiritual person, right? Or becoming a shamanic healer, okay? Or a healer in general. All right. So, what is the difference between that? I want to talk about and inform you guys about, more about what is the difference between that. What are we looking at when we're trying to become more spiritual versus trying to become a shamanic healer or a healer in general, right? So that's the topic today. And then we're going to also have our Freeing Friday one card pulls and spirit messages. If you guys would like to get a spirit message or a three-card pull, then I'm going to allow that today. That is going to be through a donation of $30. It is down there in the description if you guys want to look below there. If you guys want to do that, you guys can prepay that during the live. You can do that also before the live too, if you guys like. Obviously, I'm just letting you guys know that for next time. But if you want to do that early on so that I know and I can get to you guys before the live is over today. Okay. All right. So, what is the difference between becoming spiritual and becoming a shaman, right? A healer, right? So, type in the chat box for me, Juju Chi, if you guys are here today with me, listening in live. If you guys have been following me and the videos has been helping you, then please go out there and share the videos, like the videos, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and then click that notification button. All right. And the how to do your donations via PayPal is going to be in the chat box for you guys to see. And then we were going to go in and do some free card pulls and then getting to whoever wants the paid readings, okay? Or paid shamanic spiritual messages. I will channel in live for you guys. All right. Simji is here with us, and Hua Yang, Freddie Ovang is here as well. Warm blessings to you guys. Keep coming in and keep letting your friends know that they need to hear this information today, now, because sometimes people are getting confused between their spiritual journey versus becoming a healer. Okay. And I think throughout, even if you are Hmong, right? If throughout the Hmong community, when you have Huanengs, so tone mo koneng na, then you mistaken or you think that and you kind of get frustrated and confused at the same time and you think that you must go into your healer mode or become a healer in order to become spiritual. Okay. And that is not the truth, though I would say that that would be a good route if you are being, if you have gifts and the abilities to become one. Okay. But if you have to choose to become one, right? So these spirit guides are not bothering you day in and day out, and you're just going through a ton of things in your life, such as car accidents, bad situations happening, maybe a lot of trauma happening to you and in your life, and already it did. Perhaps it's having a lot of arguments with siblings and not getting along with siblings or family members or relatives, and you're going through that, right? Or is it also that you're having illnesses, right? And these can be shamanic illnesses that are happening in your life and had happened maybe when you were younger. So which one is it, right? Which things that happen to you will ne- will cause you and affect you become a healer, right? Affect you to become a healer and to make up your mind to do so. Or is it that it's just pushing you to learn and become more spiritual, right? So, what is that difference for you? And that's what we're going to talk about today. Is this an interesting topic for you guys? If it is, let me know in the chat box because if this is something that has been on your mind for the last couple of weeks or maybe for the latter of the last 2 years or so, um, or anything, right? If this has been on your mind that do I need to become this healer? Do because gumo koneng, because I have spirit guides, right? Do I need to become this healer? Or can I just become spiritual, more spiritual? And how can I do that without really becoming a healer? So there's some differences in between the two. Okay. And I'm going to kind of, you know, paint that picture for you guys today so you guys can kind of get a more clear picture of really what it is that you're trying to do in your life, in your spiritual path, right? In your soul seeking, whatever you guys want to call it, right? This is Freeing Friday. So say what you want, just be respectful and ask whatever questions that you guys need to ask right now and that you guys want to know. Maybe it's pressing, maybe it's not pressing, maybe it's been something that's been on your mind for the last couple of years since you've been told that you have konengs or spirit guides, right? Maybe ancestral guides, right? Or ET guides or whatever it is guides that you have. So then you're really frustrated and confused, and then maybe going through paranormal activities in your life, or maybe it's not paranormal activities and it's just hardships in your life, right? Maybe you've had people that passed away. Maybe perhaps you've had going into this career thinking that it was going to be all great and stuff. And then, no, after about a couple months later, you decide to change. So, could it be that type of thing? So, which is the one that is telling you and leading you to go into your spirituality? Or is it telling you also that you have spirit guides and hey, wake up, you have spirit guides, so go and thank the Allah, right? Go and pay respects to them, give it some worship, give it some meditation time, do your due diligence and to listen to your spirit guides. What is it? And or is it just through meditation and some healing, right? For the self that you really need. So in becoming spiritual, right? And before I go forward, thank you so much for all of you guys coming in. I'm glad that to see you guys again for some of you, and I see some new names as well. This is Master Shaman Palachi with Falithi Healing, and I'm here to inform you of the ones that were misinformed, okay? Or perhaps you had thought it differently. And I'm going to come in here and say what I've learned throughout my spiritual journey with my spirit guides, right? And before my spirit guides as well, okay? I'm here to do that on the channel. If you guys like to support me, go out to PayPal and give a donation, whatever you guys can donate there. If you guys want a reading, it's right down, right up at the chat there of how to do that. Go all the way to the top. It's at the top, okay? So, becoming spiritual. So, here's a little backstory, okay? Before I became a shaman, these are the things that happened to me in my life. And you guys may have heard some of this and part of this, but I'm going to talk about it again because some of you haven't. And so I had a lot of illnesses that could not be known where it came from, headaches, migraines. I would say that I can honestly say that I had at least 3 to 4 head concussions as a child. Okay. These are hit to the head. And I would be in a coma for about 3 to 4 days, sometimes a bit longer. And these are stories that my mom told me. Okay. And I would wake up after a couple days after the head concussion, and she would be scared out of her wits. And she would do whatever she can, whatever she had, like prayer, whatever she knew, right? Hoopli. And then I would wake up back again and be just as normal. And nothing wrong with my head, nothing wrong with me. I just wake up and then I'm just very tired, is what she told me. Okay. And then having several different paranormal activities, abnormal, paranormal activities, whatever you like to call it, hearing voices, especially ones that call my name as a child till when I was an adult and got married. Um, what else? A ton of things happened to me, but I had no clue what spirituality was. I had no idea what shamanism was. So I'm going to speak to my Hmong community, okay, or audience here. Thổ cú mê cú mua cho kế là trâu cú to hồ hình hình. At least bé là bao giờ cú yên to ít chi. Mù li bé bao nu để nè nó opa mê mê is what cú nhạc khai cú ya. Để opa mê mê sư để she nè nó bé bao nu tao cá đỡ cú nhạc cú hụp li thia. Thia nữ cú chỉ tao bao ora chi thầu lúc xí hẳn đỡ để nữ hụp li nữ nè nó mua cây hụp li she te ya whatever nữ bao nè nó chua chỉ tao because cú tí chỉ nó mò này ya thì cú chỉ đã cá sơ lò for bé bao nu thì nó nữ quân nhân trai ta do ta chỉ nữ thọ tu thọ thọ tu có hạt tiền cú đã cá sinh lò ấy thọ có tụi mình nhọn đã cá sinh lò nữ hai lý nó nữ bia lý nó đó cú giờ cho lu này cho lu cú nè bia cho cú okay thì thầu lúc xí hẳn đó cú đã cá sinh lò thì after đó cú mua cái mỏ kinh kinh sai tôi để mỏ pla hay hẹn bò cú trâu tệ trâu tờ non tàu rồi cú ta chỉ cú chỉ lọt tệ lọt tờ thế vậy cú đã cá tàu trâu tàu hậu ta chỉ trâu hẹn bò li bếp lo rồi ổn định đó là thì cú mua cho cái số này nó nhau học của lúc nâng cho cái cuốn chỉ cho cái do cho ổn chỉ ở này nó tây ya giờ giá tây ya số này lên từ hồ của lúc bè li ở nhà ya do li của nhà lúc số là ya của chị lúc số hồ của lúc bè thầu của ya giàu lò thì này số này đầu tiên nếu cú mua cho cái dùng cho cá cho tây lúc xí hở tại vì tàu mù trâu lúc xí hở đó ya thì dùng bao số cho thầu dù từ lâu li ta xí nó là để sử dụng chỉ bảo thì ở nhà dùng bao số xứ là do để dùng xã cho xứ thì nếu trong linh tới thì dùng mà đã phát sinh lò thì trong linh nó thì nếu mua cho cái trong linh nó nhớ học của luôn nên so it feels like it's a deja vu but it's a bit different from that as well. Theo cụ cũng mua cho cái bao số thầu nên gió trong linh bao sốแต่是chỉ用bao số được có cái gì nóอยู่เนี่ยอยู่จีเลยรู้ชัวร์ถ้า in the background นะยอถ้าเนี่ยnó nhóm的他在อยู่แต่是อยู่知道手机贴อยู่知道mua họ cái hạt tiềnเนี่ยnó有了生气thế này yọ知道生气知道nhớ chỉ do nhớ không bao số thế thì cái gì nó ở xa này yọ rồi nó thì nếu cũng mua cho cái rồi nó cơ cho cụ luôn nên chỉ có nó cũng cho biết mình chỉ nữa cũng có đa nên rồi nàyแต่是nếu nó cũng有biết cho这个有的感情有的看天，这个等点可能呢了要得有到了我能是吧，了去打了我能，诶天里有么好了，天到天八都有好里有路能，okay。So today, in becoming spiritual, there's a difference, okay? When you're becoming spiritual, you're really trying to gather healing back to you. You're trying to gain healing from somebody, okay? Someone that you can trust and someone that you can believe and give faith in. And you know that this person may be able to just help you, okay? And you're giving it your faith, okay? You're giving it your willingness to heal. That is when you're trying to become spiritual. You're also trying to go into a more spiritual aspect of yourself when you're trying to heal yourself, right? So if you aren't able financially to go out and have somebody else heal you, plus you don't trust anybody at the moment, right? Then you're also doing it yourself by trying out a meditation. If you haven't done that, please do so. Okay? Meditate, meditate, meditate. That is a self healing method. All right? To get back to the inner part of yourself that perhaps you have lost along the way or that you've never found. Okay? You're trying to go into a conscious mindset, a deep state of mindset, alpha or theta, right? State of mind that I've talked about and mentioned before in my videos, right? So you're trying to get to an alpha or theta state. At the same time, you're also working on the self and trying to find out what is your purpose, what is your path, right? And you're trying to get there by yourself, like so many times if you've already tried this, right? If you guys know how my path was, you will understand that I've done it all myself, these things, without actually being knowing what a meditation was, right? I had no idea what even the word meditation was when I started. But I'll tell you now that meditation is within my blood, right? It's like the back of my hand. I know it like that. And I know what I'm doing when I'm in it and what's happening, right? If you are a good meditator, then you will be a great channeler. I'll say that. If channeling is one of the things that you've always wanted to do and always wanted to learn, then I would say try your meditations for 6 months and then see how it goes on your own, right? If you want to skip that, then hire somebody to help you, right? Hire somebody to teach you how to meditate or purchase whatever those online courses on meditation. I actually have an online course on meditation that I'm going to be putting out again. I put it out back in 2015, and it's going to be the replay of that Power of Meditation Focus Point. Uh, it was a boot camp, right? So that's going to be out soon, and I'm going to be throwing that out there for a price that's very affordable. Okay. So if you guys are looking to be better at meditations and more clear on your visions, or maybe even clear on your hearing, right? Your psychic abilities, and then also your clear knowing, clear sentience, right? All the clairs of the psychic abilities, then you must be willing to meditate. I cannot stress that enough. All right. When you are becoming more spiritual, you're in the wake of saying, hey, what the information that I'm getting doesn't seem correct. And I'm searching for more information and the correct information. I'm not just searching for something that, this person, 10 people say this, but how come I can't do it? Right. There's something there that's stuck when that happens. And then it tells you, right? It's a sign that says, hey, you need healing. You have trauma, you have karma that needs to be healed, right? And someone needs to work with you to get through this. If you have done it yourself for whether it's a couple months, several years, and it's still in circle, right? You're going through the same cycle. Then that's when I say, yes, you need someone else to help you because you're getting there, but it's very slow. How much time do you have, right? Depending on your age, right? Depending on your age. Since I started at 2, it's a bit different from somebody starting to understand themselves and to seek spirituality when they're in their 20s. Does that make sense? So, yes, I am doing a healing chant today at the end. This is to seashells, okay? Hopefully that helps. So, and if my chants are helping you, please write that down in the comments down below how it has helped you. I'd like to know. I always love to get acknowledgement, and if people just let me know how it goes for them, it helps me to say, "Hey, it's helping them." It's confirming to me and the universe that what I'm doing, it's working. It's helping you, right? And that gives me a blessing as well. So you guys can play it forward, pay it forward, right? By just letting me know. Simple as that. So when you're seeking spirituality, you're working on the self, you're trying to find the path, you're trying to find the purpose. And if you haven't found it on your own, then that's when you really need to invest in yourself, right? Investing in yourself is going to get you there. Don't be afraid, but you can have the willpower to take that leap of faith, right? So I have some great people that just took a leap of faith and they're in my programs, right? And we're working on things and we're getting things done. Things that maybe if they did it on their own, it would be a way different path right now. Okay. And there's those that has done it before with me on the path, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever it takes to get you there, right? I have to put a cap on it, obviously, because I want you, the person to get that coming into the program, to really want it too, right? You've got to be willing to take your feet, put it into the door, and then the other one in as well. So both feet into the door and both feet, your whole body, mind, and soul is at it and is willing. And that's when you really know that you are a decisive person and you want to get it going. I do not work with people that are lagging and that want to think about it because that means that you're not ready. So you can call me to talk about the service, but you are not ready. Okay. And I don't waste time. For those of you that work with me, I don't waste time, but I love to give you time. I give you the time that is needed. We always say that God is always on time. So when I'm late, I say I'm on time because it was meant to be. And I give you guys extra time. I don't count that towards anything. You're not indebted to me because I choose to give you that time. My heart does, right? For those of you that has worked with me, you know how that works, okay? But when I can't, then I can't, right? When I can't, then I can't because I have to get going. Freddie Ovane says, "Keep it real is what you do. Highly respect that 100." Thank you so much, Fredio, for saying that and for letting other people know and for just coming out. Beast says, Beast says, stay strong. Yes, everybody needs to stay strong. I myself as a healer needs to stay strong as well. Um, for myself, for my family, for you guys, right? That is the calling that I had. Okay. And I'm getting to that on the shamanic path. So when you are trying to become spiritual and you're getting into your spirituality, that's a whole different story from becoming a healer. Why? Because you are working on yourself, you are listening to the teacher, whatever teacher that it may be. That could be a YouTube video, that could be somebody that you listen to live, that could be a healing session that you have. But either way, you are listening, you are being taught at that moment in time, whether spiritually or physically by someone, and you are yielding, willing to learn, right? If you really want to get into your spirituality, you must let go and step down on that ego. That ego and pride needs to not be there anymore, period. Okay. In the other part, you must have 5 things, right? 5 things with you. And we'll talk about that in a bit because you'll need those 5 things, whether you're going on a spiritual journey or whether you're becoming a healer, right? In general, and specifically a shaman healer, right? Or anything that you do in life, period. That's the way of life. A shaman knows that the way of life is spirituality, right? And there's no other way to say it. So that's when you are becoming spiritual. And you can become spiritual in the shamanic way. You can go to church and be spiritual, right? You can listen to Buddha, right? Or listen to Buddha monks, their hummings or their singings. You can meditate with the yogis. You can go to a temple of any sort and find spirituality. You can also sit at home with a candle in front of you, right? Like I always say, I always tell you guys, hey, If you guys are going on a spiritual journey, go put that plate, that white plate in front of you with a candle, sit there and just meditate. I actually don't recommend meditating with any other color candle unless you're more comfortable in meditation. Because I know for a fact, and you guys are going to hear this from me every time, that a white candle with a white plate is going to boost your meditations. Okay. So there's your gold nugget. Another one. um, if that's helping you out right now, give me a juju chi. I don't want to be the only one talking here, but it's good to have you guys on the chat. So then I'm kind of eyeballing some chats that are coming in. If this is helping you right now and you are getting some kind of an understanding right now or being informed right now of something that you maybe was never informed of, or maybe you had thought it differently or heard it differently from someone else, let me know, right? All right. Rates for live readings are at the very top of the chat. Okay. So the rates are up there. You just have to scroll, and they're also down in the description. All right. So in the shamanic path, so in whether you're in the Hmong community or you're not in the Hmong community, you will get some kind of gifts. If you have gifts and abilities, they're going to come bothering you, right? We say it's a bother, but actually it's a blessing coming towards you and coming to you and telling you, hey, you need to get some healing. You need to go in this path. It's telling you this, right? You have an urgency, a feeling, an urge that says, hey, I need to become a healer. Or is it the other way around where you're just having the urge that I want to know more about this stuff? I want to be more spiritual. But you're really not becoming a healer, but you are maybe, in fact, becoming a healer of self, right? So that's a small difference there, right? A difference. You're going to be the healer of the self when you become a shamanic healer or a healer in general, a seer, a psychic medium, a psychic that maybe you're trying to help and heal people through your words, a sound healer. Maybe you're doing gongs, maybe you're doing singing bowls. You can also be a wizard, a pagan witch, right? Or witch, whatever that you may be, a good one, obviously. But whatever that may be, you are becoming a healer of the self when you are called into the healer mode, right? Into becoming a healer, a shamanic healer, or the shamanic path, or a healer in general. So you're healing the self. You will also need to know that when you become a healer, you are going to need to heal your family or family members, right? You're also going to be healing other people and not just yourself. So, question to you is, are you going to be able to do that? And sometimes you think, I can't do that. That's not me. I can't heal other people. I can't even help myself, right? But somehow your gifts has chosen you, so you will have to yield, all right? And you will have to, some of you will need to find a sifu or teacher to help you in the shamanic path to get there. Even when you have the sifu or teacher there to teach you all the basic foundations, to give you all the tools and everything in your hand, you yourself will need to put both foot in, and it's going to take time, energy, and dedication to this shamanic or healer path. Does that make sense for all of you guys? Right? If you don't put dedication into this as a way of life and living going forward, the moment you step into becoming a healer and you're going to try to step back out, well, I'll say that your spirit guides came to help you and now they are landed in helping you, right? When you become a healer, and they're just going to be waiting, right? I just told this to someone else the other day, right? When you become a healer, at First, you are like the child, and your spirit guides are like your parents, right? This is for any healer, right? If you are getting very active guides, then you're going to hear them. If you get not really active guides and they're not proactive and they're similar to, how you could be too in character, and they're gonna wait for some of you, right? Not all of you, but some of you, and they're just gonna wait and see what is going to come, and then they'll open things up for you and put drops in for you every other week or every month, right? Every time that needs to happen, they will drop in something for you, right? And then you have an awakening moment, right? They also call that the aha moment, right? Or coming to Jesus moment or coming to Buddha moment, whatever you wanna call it. It's a moment of truth, okay? So you must be dedicated in practicing your shamanic journey. When you decide to become a healer, when you decide to become a healer, remember you are healing yourself first, and then it goes out to your family, and then it goes out to friends, and then it goes out to other people that you have no connection with, as in physical connection, right? You don't know them, you never saw them before. They're new, right, into your life. So you have to be willing to do that. And you have to be dedicated in living when doors are closed and you're by yourself, you have to be dedicated on your own, right? Be honest with yourself. Did you dedicate your life some way, somehow, and for how long, right, before you can become this healer? It takes time, energy, and your dedication. So be ready for that if you are in it for the healer part. If that urge is inside of you and it's really heavy and it's making you do this and you feel like it's making you, but actually you will be the ultimate decision maker as well. But you are also being influenced or urged by your spirit guides to do so, then you will be doing so at whatever point in time that it happens, right? You don't get to choose, it chooses you, right? But for example, if you're choosing the shamanic path, if you're choosing to become a healer because it, you know, uplifts your vibes and you do kind of have or feel your gifts, they're not maybe all there yet and it still needs a lot of development, but you can feel that you have some gifts, like intuition, you can feel that, you can sense that, you can be empathic with other people. It's all these things, right? That these gifted abilities that you are sensing inside of yourself. Maybe they're not too active right now, but they perhaps can be. And then you choose to become a healer, right? Or to become a shaman in specific. Then that is going to also be the same route. You need to dedicate, give it time, give it energy, right? If you haven't meditated for more than 60 days or 6 months out and you're on the healer path, then I'd say go back to the basics. That can't happen, right? It could happen, right off the bat, but then you also want to be not just any shaman, not just any healer, but you want to be one that's enlightened, right? And we see a lot of slew right now. There's a few in the 1% of us that are more enlightened shamans. It's not like how it used to be in the old days where you just boom become a shaman because you're called or because you get to somebody teaches you to be, right? No one can teach you really to be a shaman unless that is the facts and you chose to be taught, then that's different. And that can happen if you really want to become a shaman, but you don't have the gifted abilities and you don't hear your spirit guide, but you still want to become a shaman. You can still do that. It's not impossible, right? Because everybody has an intuition, everybody has a gut feeling. But when you do that, that shaman is going to be quite different from the one that has the natural gifts and abilities. And that was called to do a duty, right? But not to say that each one is better than the other. as long as the intention of good and benevolence is there. All right. I'll say that. Either way, you will need becoming spiritual or shamanic path. You will need a sifu or teacher or mentors, right? Most of us will need it. You'll also need to be dedicated. And these are the 5 things, okay? Dedication, positive thinking, focus. You need to have focus on what you're doing, where you're going. What is your purpose? Whether you're becoming spiritual or whether you're going to become a healer. Discipline. You need discipline in both. Of course, the healer is going to be in need of more discipline. You're going to need more discipline there, right? Because you're being taught, whether by spirit or whether by another human being, a teacher or sifu. And then you need to have determination. If you do not have determination, then nothing can be done. Okay? Nothing. Because then you're not determined, you're not motivated, right? Where does motivation come from? It comes from being determined, yet it also comes from knowing where and why you're going there. But sometimes, some of us, if you're being called, you're not going to know why you're going there. You're not going to know for what reason that you were called. But there will come a day that you will know that reason and see it very clearly. But that's going to be through your experience because you've been called, because you have gifts. And you need to embrace your gifts if you have them. Now, if your gifts are more slight and they're not as active, but you can feel something, you can be empathic with someone, then it's a work at it through spirituality, right? Through becoming more spiritual, then you can get there as well. But you can heal yourself then, whereas the healer is going to help and heal, and they then are going to heal themselves greater and greater, and then heal other people as well. That is going to be the difference between becoming more spiritual and then the shaman or the healer path, right? Healer path can also be saying that you are becoming more psychic as well. You'll need to learn that as well, right? So then you're also helping other people through your words. It's a bit different from healing as in healing energy or healing illnesses or healing a relationship and that sort of thing. But it is still healing because of your words, right? And it gives other people clarity. You're helping them in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Becoming more spiritual does not, how do I say this? Because you have konings, it is best for you to also thank tia. Có cho koneng, okay? So yo có mua koneng, thì có chủ tông mua thank tia có cho koneng as in mua thank ilu tha. Lo yo mun tia si fu on te, thì mua thank lu tha. Cho có cho koneng kwa yai. Lỡ là ba có. But if có chỉ mua koneng, e có chỉ nó lỡ hai, tại chỉ lỡ ô đồ có lúc xia cú lu. Lỡ ô đồ có lúc xia nó te ya. Lỡ có nè nó pan là hậu có lúc neng te ya. Nhau có lúc neng như nhua theo mua cái mò kinh kinh chỉ mua lên từ bao ba kho là ba chỉ tàu kho chỉ tàu nó chỉ còn nó chỉ có một sai là chỉ có một con neng chỉ có giờ chủ tàu tên ilu tha là tên chỉ có cho con neng ít cho tín năng nhớ tên lu tha có nó cá nhân rồng để tên tiền lời cho con neng trộn lời tụ khenแต่chỉ ít cho yo tên tiền con neng khoai dài ba lời tụ khen thôi là ba tàu lời lời một ba tàu tàu một ba cả tàu lời năng lời tụ thia chỉ nên rong lên đầu. All right. All right. So I'm going to stop here. I'll say that both becoming spiritual, when you become extra, extra spiritual and you want to become a healer, then that could be a choice. But usually a shaman, right? A gifted shaman is going to be called right at the beginning. Though they go through a spiritual path already, they have no clue what the heck they're doing and what's going on. But then they get to a point that bam, it just happens one day. Okay. That's going to be your gifted healer in the 1%. And then the majority is going to go having a spiritual path, go in the spiritual path, and then you find out that you love healing. You love what the healer has done for you. You love that what they do and how they do it and how it's just also miraculous. Miracles are a norm. I hope all you guys know, and that can become a norm for you in your life as well. Okay? So they go and become more spiritual, and then they're has they have opened up a bigger portal for themselves, and their spirit guides are now maybe are more active, and they're like, "Oh, I'm more spiritual." Now it's more active, right? And then now they want to become a healer, and then they can become a healer because they chose to do that later on, right? And then there's the one that's called, and those are the ones that right at the outright, as a child, you have been called to do this duty. And so that you are very spiritual right at the forefront, and then you learn throughout, and then you're also going through certain experiences, and then one day it just happens. And then you're shaking, and then you're a shaman, right? My backstory. So that's the difference in regards to becoming spiritual. Now the question is, and I've heard a lot of people ask this, do I need to be a shaman in order to be spiritual? No, you don't. No, you do not have to be a healer to be spiritual because that's in the future, right? Now is if you are trying to become more spiritual, then that means you are on the spiritual journey. But that does not mean that you are needing to become a healer right away or be on the brinks of that, right? Perhaps you need to be on the spiritual journey for years before the healer part can even kick in. And if that's the case, then that's the case, right? Because there are things in your life that you still need trauma and karma release or karma cord cutting, right? Karma cord cutting. And so those are the things that I do. Trauma and karma releases, karma cord cutting, past life regressions, all these services, right? If you don't know which services that you need from me, then you can definitely do a 15-minute consultation about the services. Now that's free, but if you want a consultation for me to take a 30,000-foot look and to see which area in your life needs help and healing, then we'll do that as well. And then I will give a suggestion on which healing is the best. But if you just want to talk about services, then that's a free 15-minute with me. Okay. And then also, we are doing and throwing out our introductory readings for 15 minutes as well. So you can go out there and take a look. Those are also on the website. Okay, so I'm going to stop here and let's do some fun things now. Okay, I'm going to do the chant at the end. And let's take a look and see what's going on. Who needs a reading today, right? Give your question, one question reading, or if you want me to pull out a card, I'll do that as well. I'll let you know that I'm on TikTok. So it's been exciting. Go out there and go follow me on TikTok. I have some interesting things out there already and some things that I put out there because it is very needed. Okay, very needed for a spiritual journey, whether you're on a spiritual journey or whether you're on the journey to become a shaman and you're still rising as a shaman, you have a seafood or you don't have a seafood, it does not matter because you're still going on that journey to be improving yourself and to be more enlightened, right? All right. So let's see here. Okay. Let me know if you guys want a paid reading or if you did a paid reading through PayPal so I can know to give you that. And for those of you that are doing juju cheese, heart and stars, and I'm even seeing the flowers right now. Thank you so much, Susan Mashashe or Mashachi. Warm blessings. Zong Y is here. Pahua is here. Warm blessings. Simji, warm blessings. Pahua, warm blessings. MK Va, warm blessings. Lily L, warm blessings. Hoya, warm blessings. Again, Freddie Vang, warm blessings. Thank you so much for that you said before. Freddie Vang says you do truly amazing work, and all you do and say is authentic. It shows. Thank you so much, Freddie. All right. Fonduco says, I've watched your past singing videos and they are so powerful and beautiful. Thank you so much, Fonduku. I appreciate you for saying that. I really do. The universe does as well. Juju Chi to all of you guys. If you guys don't know what Juju Chi means and your first time here, it means good luck for Juju, and Chi is energy. Okay. So, good luck energy, the more you can flow out this good luck energy to the universe and to whoever else that you need to give it to, or maybe just wants to let it flourish, right? To whoever, um, the universe will send this good luck energy back to you. At least that's what I believe, and it's happened for me. So that's a word of advice. Say juju chi or warm blessings, or juju chi to whoever, and or do that in your meditations and bring in that good luck energy back to yourself, right? As it flows out to the universe, it knows you well, and it's going to bring back that good luck energy to you. Okay. Warm blessings, Kane Jeng, Juju Chi, the Asian one is my husband and I are going through it. I understand. Okay, good. Yes, there's couples that have been going through a lot of this together, because the universe knows that if only one goes through this, the other one is going to be at a different level. So they've been going through and giving awakenings to both, to the whole couple, right? To both. So BTS says, how do some great shaman healers do great without knowing what meditation is? So BTS, to answer that question, they don't know what the word meditation is, but they are doing it. Okay, they are doing it. That's what I did at the beginning. I did it without knowing what it was. And then later I find out, oh, that's what meditation is. So then I know how to explain it, right? Great healers do meditation. They do. Believe it or not, whether they know it or not, they're doing it. Let's see here. Seven Ocean Sky says, hey, can I get a card? Yes, we can do a card for you, Seven Ocean Skies. Yep, I will do that in a bit here. So I'll do that now. So again, keep your humility and be humble. Give your appreciation and gratitude when you know that you should, right? Seven Ocean Skies, this is for you. Okay. I'm going to pull out a card right now for Seven Ocean Skies. Wow, one just popped up. Okay, here we go. If my readings are helping you, please comment after and let me know how it's helped. Okay. Here we go. Seven Ocean Skies. Wow. Seven Ocean Skies. You really needed this card. I'll say that. Seven Ocean Skies. Right now, you're in a very stuck situation. Okay, very stuck at a high level, 0 to 10. You're at about a -10. Okay, -10. Seven Ocean Skies. All right. You're at a -10 because why? Feels like you've been going through a lot as in your spiritual journey, but through the spiritual journey, it's also been some relationship things that you need to work on, or perhaps reconcile. Okay. And it is that relationship area that really does need reconciliation. There's the relationship with your a love or romantic relationship, and then there's the relationship with self. That one really does need an uplift. Seven ocean skies. Okay, I would recommend or suggest doing for you seven oceans guys for doing a intro reading with me if that sounds like something that helps your vibe. Okay. All right. Happy Friday, Mai Xiong Lor. She says, hi, everyone. Happy Friday, Juju Chi. Loving the hearts and stars. Okay. BTS says, what are your rates for live readings? The rate is down below, and the rate is also in the chat box. $30 for a 3-card reading or a spirit message or spiritual reading. Okay. All right. Pahua Bang says she would like a card reading, so let's do that. Pahua Bang, this is for you. I appreciate you guys being interactive with me, loving the interaction. Okay, so Pahua Bang, this is for you. All right, Pahua. You're at a 50-50 on a decision right now, okay? And the answer is yes, you need to do this. Okay, you need to do this. It feels like it's more of a this one is I'm getting a more on leaning towards something that you're doing for yourself career wise, if that makes any sense. Okay, something that you're doing for yourself career wise, and you need to do it. Yes, the answer is yes. Okay, all right. Radio Vane says yes. Thanks for the wise words. 100, 100. Like one of my great clients tells me, Dominic 88. Shong Mary, Juju Chi, Warm Blessings. Snow White says, can you pull out a card for me, please? Yes, I can, Snow White. This is for Snow White, okay? Snow White, this is your card pull. Take a deep breath with me, everyone. All right. Snow White, this is your card pull. Okay, so Snow White right now, it feels like you're, not too bad, fairly okay, doing okay. It feels like on a scale of 0 to 10, you're at about a positive 6, okay? You're at a positive 6. It feels more like you've been working on yourself lately, individually or independently, for Snow White, okay? You've been working on yourself more independently, and it feels like you're getting there slowly but surely, okay? You've been giving it patience, okay? You've been giving it patience. That's the card that I'm seeing for you, Snow White. All right. If anything, I would say for Snow White that it'd be good to get a deeper healing, especially for past life, some of your past life and past life regression, karma cord cutting. If you haven't already, okay. I'm going to head in and do a 3-card or spirit message. Never mind. A spirit message for K. All right, for K Yang. K Yang, this is a spirit message for you, okay? So I'm going to channel in a message for K Yang. All right. And then we are going to go next to okay, we'll do a card pull for my Xiong Lor next. Okay, so K Yang, spirit message coming in for K Yang. Take a deep breath with me, everyone. All right. Dear Kay, no worries ahead, though you've been worried in regards to your spiritual journey, a shamanic rising. This journey isn't over. Though you should be careful what you wish for, that it may be banished or separated away if and when the time comes. Don't be naive, dear Kay. Take a moment and release. Yes, we can see your sad eyes. You are ready. You are ready for a change in the way you rise. Times are tough, so take a moment to reflect on what you've learned. Learned it much. Don't be afraid of that. It will come to play. It will come to pay. Warm your heart through your soul. It knows you better than anything else. Take on the very first thing that comes. Don't think too much. In your career, for now, that is what you do. For now, that is what you need. That man is over. Does that make sense for you, Kay? That was interesting. Kay, let me know. Does that make sense to you? Thank you, seashells. She says that was beautiful, a beautiful message. Oh, okay. Maishong says she just wants to donate and she didn't want a reading. All right. I respect that, Maishong. Thank you so much for your donation. Kay, does that make sense? So Kay can respond at a later time, but anyways, that's the message for Kay. And she goes, Kay Yang says, yes, it kind of does. Thank you. So to clarify that, Kay, I just want to clarify that for you a little bit. There was these messages that were just coming through and through and through. So I'm just trying to say what I can. Um, it feels like there has been some kind of a stuckness that you've had on your career area, and it looks like that you shouldn't worry about that area or your spirituality area. There's a need for a change. It seems like, as in a shift in the how is it how you're rising as a healer. That's what I'm getting. So, how you're rising at it as a healer, there's some changes that are coming up there for you. You might be making this change or deciding to make this change. And it's going to just be a good change. Okay. There's something about a man at the end, and it feels like there's a reconciliation or some kind of a disconnection lately with loved one or love romantic relationship, and it feels like that has been sort of separated or disconnected, and you shouldn't also worry about that too because that's going to come around on its own if that makes sense to you. Okay, but that's what I'm getting for you, Kay. So hopefully that helps you with this live reading or spirit message, spiritual reading. Okay. Um, seashells. Was it seashells? Can I also get a card, please? Thank you. So seashells, this is for you. Again, if you guys have not, if you guys are K Yang says, thank you for the clarification. That makes sense. Okay. Thank you for the exclamation marks. I appreciate that. I appreciate it when people just let me know that I'm on the right track. Warm blessings, K. All right. So it was seashells that wants a card pull. So let's do that for seashells. Okay, here we go. Seashells, card pull for you. Seashells. Okay, so from a 0 to 10 seashells, I'm seeing this at a negative 9, 8, 9. There seems to be some stuckness, very stuck actually, very undecided. Okay, very undecided for this situation. I'm getting a sense of very not knowing what purpose that you need to go into. What is the purpose? You don't really know. You knew at one point, but it seems like it got fuzzy again. So you're back to this kind of like the beginning type of feeling, back to the beginning, back to the board, back to the whiteboard. Okay. And that's what I'm getting for you, seashells. All right. I hope that makes sense. And seashells, I want to encourage you to get healing. Okay. You need healing for this spiritual path because it feels like it feels like you went somewhere a little bit on it, and then it went right back into its cycle. So it feels a bit karmic, actually. Okay, all right, and I do sense some trauma as well. Okay, but we'll need to take a deeper look at that. Seashells, I would recommend you doing. You can message, or you can email me, or actually, better yet, because I won't get to the emails that quick. I will say that. You can do a go onto the website and schedule one of the intro readings or the consultation, and that will get more clarification on really what the road needs to look like for you in regards to healing. Okay, what kind of healing do you need? Why do you need that healing? That's one of the things I'll answer in that consultation for the 30,000 foot view. Okay. Girliger says, may I get a free card pull? Juju Chi. This is for Girliger. Thank you so much for those of you that have donated to the channel and helping me out. Warm blessings. If you guys find that my channel has been helping you, please go out to subscribe and click that notification button. And then also, please just let other people know, that just helps me out and lets the universe know that I'm on track. All right. It just helps. All right. So, Girliger, this is for you. Oh gosh. Okay, so I got this card again. I got it once in this live stream, and then I got it again right now. So, girl, you're going through a very tough time right now as well. You're on a negative 10 level from a 0 to 10. I hate to tell you that, but the truth is the truth. Girl, one thing that I'm also sensing for you is a need to clarify who you love who you who you love and What is love? I feel that you've had some trauma in your childhood, and it's actually tainted or moved you out of knowing what love is. And so your heart is very your heart has been more searching for this love. Feels like very fatherly though, or manly, and you've been searching for this love, and you haven't found it. So, question is, who do you love? That's for girliger. I hope that makes sense to you. Girliger. I think that's how you say it. Okay. All right. Do a card pull for Miss Her. Free card pull. Miss Her. All right. Miss Her, this is your card pull. Again, if you guys haven't followed me on TikTok, go out and do that. It's fun doing TikToks. Never knew. All right. This is for who did I say it was for? Oh, Miss Her. Miss Her. Your free card pull. Just got it here. Okay. Free card pull here. I would say that the sense of what that's coming through here, through the cards, just intuitively as well. Miss Her, you're on a scale of 0 to 10. You're at about a -4. Okay, in regards to self and self love and self trust and self worth. Okay, you are going on a spiritual journey or had been on one, but you're not trusting yourself enough when it does come into your head. Okay, these gut feelings. Okay, Miss Her, I also know and feel and sense that your soul really needs healing. Um, and it feels like lotutushia. There's a feeling of sadness or remorse on the past, and I feel that there's a deep misunderstanding that went through on a relationship. Okay, a love relationship that is. Also, there has been some cause or disconnection from family relationship as well. So it needs to be a comeback. You need to come back. Come back to your heart. Miss Her. Miss Her, if that makes sense for you, please let me know. For those of you that I've done readings for and it makes sense for you or doesn't make sense, please let me know. All right? Your free card pull. That helps me and it helps the universe to know that you're paying it forward by letting me know and confirming that. All right. Diksha Raj is asking for a pull a card for my exam on 26th of July. Okay, so I will pull the card for you for fun, but I don't really do those. I can't say you're going to be w- winning at your exam or passing the exam with flying colors, or if you're not going to pass the exam, what is it? Diksha Raj. But I'm going to do this card pull for you, okay? And let's just see what comes. Ooh. So it feels like right now, Diksha Raj, your energy feels on a high level. It feels good. As long as you continue to study for that exam, as you should, then everything should go well. Okay? Everything should go well. That's all I have to say. But it was a very good card. You got on a 0 to 10. You're at about a positive 9, 10. Okay. On energy, your energy right now. It feels good. Okay. That's what I'm sensing. So it feels, if you continue to feel this way, Diksha Raj, it should all come out to play. All right. All right. Okay. Let's look at, um, okay. Okay, let's see here. Let me catch up to where I'm at. Okay, so Snow White. I'm gonna do a spiritual reading for Snow White. I'm gonna bring in a spirit message, Snow White. Take a deep breath with me. Everybody that's on watching right now, I'm going to do a spirit message for Snow White. Okay. Take a deep breath. Relax, relax, relax. Dear Snow White, don't contemplate anymore. Can you just take the step and find galore? You will find it there of what you've been looking for. Don't get lost in the thoughts of poor, poor, poor. Poor, poor. Do not get lost in those thoughts that are poor. They are leading you to the wrong direction, the direction of poor. Instead, allow your heart to feel what you feel for this piece of you that has been lost. Allow yourself to open up your arms and grab hold of what has been lost. Through the sadness that you've gone through, dear Snow White, don't lay there anymore. Please get up, wake up, and take your steps to go. In the next 3 days, dear Snow White, put out a candle for yourself, a white one, and say this: My dear soul, you know, please come back to my heart and guard my soul, my dear soul, and guard my body and help my heart wake up again, stand again, even though it feels like I stand alone. Dear Snow White, that is your spirit message. Does that make sense? So interesting. Very interesting. It's 3:30. I'm going to be going. So Miss Her says spot on. Thank you. She also says, thank you so much. You are very accurate. Thank you so much for the confirmation, Mrs. Her, for letting me know that. All right. Seven Ocean Skies. I already pulled a card for you. You may have to go back to listen. Girly Girl says, thank you. I wasn't expecting that reading. Expect the unexpected. Everybody. When you go through a spiritual journey and you're trying to find yourself again, you're trying to find the missing links again, right? You always expect the unexpected. When you are going into a shamanic healer way and you're trying to rise as a shaman, expect the unexpected. The things that you expect is not going to show up. It's the things that you unexpect, right? That you don't expect that's going to show up. That's the truth. And those are the miraculous things. All right. Snow White, does that make sense to you? Let me know, okay? Warm blessings. All right. Thank you so much for all those that are donating. I won't call you out fully, but thank you so much for all those that are donating right now. It helps me, it helps the channel, and it helps continue, and it helps also my energy that I'm giving as well, freely to do what I need to do to help you guys through on your spiritual journey or on your shamanic rising journeys as well. Okay? And if you are already a shaman, well, you can never stop learning, can you? Right? Warm blessings, Snow White. She says, yes, it does. Thank you. All right. Farah comes in and she's asking for a card pull. We'll do this last card pull, Farah. Farah is a great, great client of mine as well. Warm blessings, Farah. Farah, can I tell them where you're from? Farah, this is for you. And by the way, it's nice to know where everybody's from. So can everybody kind of just type in where you're from, where you're watching from? It's just exciting to know that you guys are watching me from like oceans away. This is for Farah. Here we go. Ooh, Farah. Expect the unexpected. Farah says, warm blessings. Thank you. Yes, of course. Farah is from the UK, London, and she just typed that down. Warm blessings, Farah. I do it. I help people from all over the nation, the world, the globe. And so Farah is from the UK. She's a great client of mine's. And Farah, your reading, your card pull is here. Farah, expect the unexpected. Know that love is on the way. Okay. This are more accepting. Does that make sense? So Farah, your card pull tells me that you're ready. You're becoming ready at a 0 to 10 level or rating. You're at about a 4 or 5 level. Okay, continue that, Farah, and great things will come in. Love and relationship. All right, it's getting there. Can you feel that, Farah? I can feel a slew of energy come through right now. All right. Amina says she's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Maishung Laura is watching from Sacramento, California. Seashells is watching from, is it Mauritius? Mauritius? Is that, where's Mauritius? Is that Philippines? I want to say Philippines, but I'm not sure. All right. Farah says yes with triple S. All right. She says, okay, haha, yes, it's slow, but yes, I can feel it coming too. And a loving heart. Warm blessings, Farah, and all good heart flows to you, all good love, right? Juju Chi to all of you guys today on staying on with me on this almost hour and a half, basically it's hour and a half show that we did today on our Freeing Friday. I'm going to start in on my chant here. Take a deep breath with me. And if you guys want to hone in on this lovely vibration that is coming to heal you guys, close eyes, take a deep breath, and here we go. Sam sam sueya Sam sam sueya ma iya sam sam sueya Hua sam sam sueya na Huna sam sam Hoo-ah-ya. Hoo-ah-ya. Sam-sa-nu-ah. Hoo-ya. Deep breath. Feel it at your heart, your soul, your mind's eye. And a deep breath, elongate that. Feel it at the pit of your stomach as you elongate that. How are you guys feeling? Warm blessings to all of you. And I'm going to do a last bit here is to pull the card for the weekend. We can't miss this one, right? Warm blessings, seashells. Zone Y says, Seashell says amazing. Zone Y says it was great. Thank you for taking the time to come on with us. Juju Chi. Yes, Juju Chi to you as well. Zone Y. I'm going to pull a card out for the weekend and then I have to get scooting. I swear I need like a bell to say, hey, wait, it's time to get going. I can be in it for you guys forever on this topic, right? Here we go. Weekend card. Expect the unexpected, right? The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. There you go. The answers you need are coming. So don't worry. Feel the vibe of goodness. Feel the juju chi, good like energy flowing, whether it's abundance in financial, abundance in your spirituality, abundance in health and wellness, abundance in the career area that you're trying to figure out which way to go and which route. It's going to happen if it's meant to be. But you have to want it, right? If it's abundance in your relationship area, love yourself first. Understand yourself from where you stand. Then love comes flowing in. Warm blessings from Master Shaman Palai Chi and Falithi Healing. Bye-bye.